counterpoint is a type of musical composition with strict rules about how both the melody and harmony should be constructed. In this module and the next couple of modules, we will only be studying two-voice counterpoint, but counterpoint can include up to 4 voices or even more. The study of counterpoint is important to every student who chooses to study music seriously. However, the reasons for the importance of its study are often overlooked. In order to see why the study of counterpoint is important, it might be easier to look at the reverse evolution of musical texture, at least spanning the years in which music has been notated. Between the years of roughly 1950, going back to roughly 1750, composers predominantly used homophonic texture in their music, that is, music that contained a definite melody with underlying harmonic and rhythmic support. If we back up a little more to the years roughly between 1750 and 1450, composers predominantly used polyphonic texture, that is, music in which each melody is equally important. If we back up even more to the years roughly between 1450 and 500, it was monophonic texture that was predominantly used, especially in sacred music. Monophony is the musical texture in which there is only one melodic line. Obviously, the use of these textures are not mutually exclusive to any given set of years or composers, and as we get to the 1750s and after, they are most often mixed within a composition. But simplifying the timeline this way allows us to see how the rules and compositional practices of counterpoint will help in all future types of musical composition and analysis. Musical melody and texture evolved. Beginning with a single line of monophony, composers experimented with and codified how to write a good melody. From here, musicians experimented with adding additional voices. In the process of that experimentation, they had to make determinations about what types of melodies and harmonies were pleasing to the ear. By the end of the 1700s, these determinations had become rules. These rules were established and have been studied by every major composer since then. In studying counterpoint, musicians learn how to write a melodic line and how to treat consonances and dissonances. 2 voices then evolved, adding more voices. For each added voice, more rules were created for how to treat consonance and dissonance. Eventually, the idea of writing one melody against another became one melody, with chords accompanying that melody. That led to a whole new set of rules for how to study and compose music in 4 voices. This is a vast oversimplification of the history, but it helps to make this point. From the study of counterpoint comes the basic skills and analytical precision that all musicians will need to analyze and compose more elaborate textures of music.